It's no secret that money stresses people out. Hey everyone, welcome to Protection USA. I'm your host, Rich Strell. Today we're going to be talking about financial stress, and specifically the stress associated with retirement savings. I know this is a topic that's on a lot of people's minds. I mean, who doesn't worry about whether or not they're going to have enough money to retire comfortably? I know I sure do. Just look at these statistics released earlier this year from Thriving Wallet. 90% of people say money has an impact on their stress level. About 65% feel that money issues are piling up so big they can't even overcome them. Roughly 40% say they're not taking any steps to secure their financial future. Over 40% wish they could have a fresh financial restart. Less than 25% feel extremely optimistic about their financial future. Nearly 25% make purchases they later regret when experiencing significant stress. And you want to take a wild guess at what part of their finances stressed them out the most? Retirement and buying a home were tied for first. Take a look at the rest of this list. But the good news is there are things you can do to help manage your financial stress and make sure you're on track for retirement. Let's start by talking about why retirement is such a big stress source anyway for most people. Well, for one thing, it's a long-term goal. This isn't just like saving up for summer vacation. Well, maybe that depends on where you're going. Retirement is years away and it's hard to know how much money you're going to need. Plus, the cost of living is always going up, so you got to make sure you keep up with that. And then there's the uncertainty of the future. What if the market crashes? What if you lose your job? All of these things can add up to a lot of financial stress. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to let financial stress control your life. There are things you can do to manage it well. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine named John. John was in his early 50s and starting to feel quite a bit of stress about his retirement savings. He had a good job, but just wasn't sure if he was saving enough. He was worried about his future and, of course, worried that he was going to outlive his savings. John was so worried about money, he was having trouble sleeping, and he was kind of withdrawing from his friends and family. Bottom line is, he didn't know what to do. One day I encouraged John to focus on your emergency savings plan. Wait, what does that have to do with retirement savings? Well, in John's case, it gave him the peace of mind of knowing he had the money to cover an upcoming unexpected expense. Once John had that emergency savings fund built up, he started to relax more. He started to focus even more on his retirement savings and was able to be more creative with his investment options. He also started a plan to pay off his mortgage much more in line with his retirement date. John knew he was going to have Social Security, or at least he hoped. He was going to have his retirement savings, but he was also going to have the value of his home at that time. He looked at the picture differently and realized he was going to be able to downsize his home, not because he was going smaller, but because he wouldn't need that large of a home because it was going to be just him and his wife at that point. And as you might have mentioned, he realized this was going to free up even more money. John's story is a reminder that we need to look at all the aspects of our financial holdings and how that's going to potentially translate into retirement income down the road. By having an emergency savings plan, paying off your mortgage along the way, and planning to downsize our home, we can reduce our financial stress and increase our chances of having a comfortable retirement. I want to leave you with a Bible verse that might help you ease your mind. It's from Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 7. It says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God. And by the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your mind in Christ Jesus." Now, do you think God meant that for all of your concerns except the ones related to money? Of course not. Hey guys, I got some additional ideas coming at you at the end of this video, but I did want to take this time to thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos on retirement and personal finance. And remember, you're not alone. There are people that can help you, and there are things you can do to reduce financial stress and put yourself on track for a beautiful retirement. So a couple additional ideas is, number one, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're feeling overwhelmed by your finances, turn to a friend or financial professional to talk through it. Take care of yourself. Financial stress can play a toll on your physical and mental health. Eat healthy, get enough sleep, exercise, and talk to God lots. And let me say it again, remember, you're not alone. Many people around the world are struggling with financial stress. You're not in this alone.